The Chosen Season 6 Episode 1 trailer does not begin with loud music or fast action. It begins with something much heavier: silence. And that silence feels different. It feels like the calm before a storm that everyone can sense, but no one wants to name. When the screen fades in, you can see it in his eyes. Jesus is not smiling the way he used to. There is love there, yes, but there is also weight. A quiet sadness. The kind of look someone has when they know pain is coming, yet they choose to walk toward it anyway. The trailer reminds us where we are in the story. The tension has been building. The crowds are growing louder. The religious leaders are watching more closely. Rome is becoming more restless. And the disciples, they still believe something powerful is about to happen. But they don't understand what kind of power is coming. There is a short moment in the trailer where the disciples are sitting together. No one is laughing. No one is celebrating. They are watching Jesus carefully, almost like they feel a shift in the air. Something is changing. Something is ending. And deep down, they know it. The music begins softly in the background, slow, gentle, almost like a heartbeat. It doesn't rush. It doesn't try to excite you. Instead, it prepares you. It tells you that this season will not just show miracles. It will show sacrifice. It will show fear. It will show love tested in the hardest way. Season 6 feels different from the very first frame. This is no longer just about teachings and wonders. This is about destiny. This is about a path that cannot be avoided. And the trailer makes it clear the story is moving towards something painful, something necessary. And as you watch those first few seconds, you realize something important. This season will not just make you watch. It will make you feel. As the trailer continues, the emotion becomes even heavier. We begin to see small moments that say so much without using many words. One of the most powerful shots is a close look at Jesus standing alone. The crowd is nearby, but he feels distant. The light around him is softer now, almost fading. His face shows calm, but behind that calm is deep pain. It is the look of someone carrying a burden no one else can carry. Then we see the disciples. Peter looks confused, almost frustrated. He wants answers. He wants action. But Jesus is quiet. John watches closely, as if trying to understand what Jesus is not saying. There is love in their eyes, but also fear. They can feel that something is slipping away. A quick scene shows Mary watching her son from a distance. She does not speak. She does not cry loudly. But her eyes tell the whole story. A mother's heart can sense danger before anyone else does. In that short moment, you can feel her silent prayer. You can feel her strength, but also her breaking heart. And then, Judas, the trailer does not show him doing anything wrong. Instead, it shows him thinking. Standing in shadow, his face torn between doubt and something darker. He looks lost, confused, almost trapped inside his own mind. The music becomes deeper here, slower. Like time itself is slowing down, there are also scenes of Roman soldiers walking with purpose. Their armor shines, but it does not bring hope. It brings pressure, control. The world around Jesus is tightening. The leaders whisper. The crowds react. The air feels heavy. The trailer does not need to show what is coming. We already know. And that is what makes it hurt even more. Every look, every pause, every shadow feels like a warning. Something beautiful is about to be tested. And no one is ready for it. What makes this trailer so powerful is not just what we see, but what we feel underneath it. This season is no longer about crowds cheering or miracles amazing the people. It is about the quiet pain of knowing what must happen next. For the first time, we truly feel the loneliness of Jesus. Even when he stands among his friends, he feels alone. Not because they do not love him, but because they do not understand the full picture. He knows the road ahead. He knows the betrayal is close. He knows the suffering is coming. And yet he does not run from it. That quiet strength is what makes this trailer hit so deeply. There's also a strong message about love in the middle of pain. Every glance Jesus gives his disciples feels more meaningful now. Every word feels heavier. It is as if he is trying to prepare them without breaking their hearts too soon. You can sense that he treasures these small moments, the meals, the walks, the simple talks, because he knows they will not last much longer. The trailer also shows how faith is about to be tested. The disciples believe in him, but they still expect victory in a different way. They expect power, not sacrifice. They expect a throne, not a cross. And that difference between expectation and reality is where the heartbreak begins. Even Judas' struggle feels deeper here. It reminds us that doubt does not start with evil. It often starts with confusion, with fear, with disappointment. The trailer makes us see the human side of every character. No one is just a name in a story. They are people standing at the edge of something they cannot fully see. This is why Season 6 feels different. It feels personal. It feels close. It reminds us that the greatest acts of love often come through the greatest pain. And sometimes the hardest path is the one chosen on purpose. By the time the trailer reaches its final moments, the emotion is almost too much to hold. The music rises, but it does not explode. It aches. It feels like a heart trying to stay strong. We see one last close look at Jesus. His eyes are steady. Not afraid. Not angry. Just ready. And somehow, that quiet readiness is what makes everything harder to watch. There is a short moment where the disciples stand behind him. They still believe they are walking toward victory. They do not see the storm ahead. And that innocence makes the scene even more painful. Because we know what is coming. We know the tears. We know the fear. We know the silence that will fall. The trailer does not show the full tragedy. It does not need to. It lets the emotion sit with you instead. It reminds us that this story is not just history. It is sacrifice. It is loyalty tested. It is love that refuses to turn back, even when betrayal is near. And maybe the most powerful question the trailer leaves us with is this: if you knew pain was waiting for you, would you still walk forward? Would you still choose love? Would you still choose to forgive? Season 6 feels like the turning point. The moment where faith becomes real, where hope looks lost before it shines brighter than ever. This is not just another chapter in a series. It is the chapter that changes everything. And as the screen fades to black, you are left sitting there, quiet. Not because nothing happened, but because something deep just did. This isn't just a trailer. It's the sound of destiny getting closer. After watching this trailer, it is hard to just move on like nothing happened. It stays with you. The silence, the looks, the weight in every scene. You can feel that Season 6 is not only telling a story, it is asking you to feel it. This season will not just show what happened. It will show why it mattered. It will show love when it is hardest to give. It will show faith when it is hardest to hold. And it will remind us that even in moments that look like defeat, there is a greater plan moving forward. The pain we sense in this trailer is real, but so is the hope. Because the story does not end in darkness. It moves through it. So now I want to ask you, did this trailer move you too? Did you feel that shift? Share your thoughts below. Because this season is not just something we watch together, it is something we experience together.